Now we are going to discuss about electrical power generation systems. We have to know about the basic sources of electric energy. The electrical energy is produced from energy available in various forms in nature. In that is in schooling itself you studied that the energy cannot be created and the energy cannot be destroyed. We can convert the form of energy, one form of energy to another form of energy, right? Likewise, the electrical energy is produced from energy available in various forms in nature. It is desirable to look in various sources of energy. The sources of energy are sun, wind, water, fuels, and the nuclear energy. The sun is the primary source of energy. The heat energy radiated by the sun can be focused over a small area by means of reflectors. These heat can be used to rise steam and electrical energy can be produced with the help of turbine alternator combination. However, this method can be limited application because it requires large area for the generation of even a small amount of electrical power. It cannot be used in cloudy days or at night. It is an uneconomical method. So with the sun as the resource or source of energy, we can convert the heat energy into electrical energy with this method. The wind. This method can be used where wind flows for a considerable length of time. The wind energy is used to run the windmill which drives a small generator. In order to obtain the electrical energy from a windmill continuously, the generator is arranged to charge the batteries. So from the battery we can receive the supply when there is the absence of wind availability. This method has many advantages that maintenance and generation costs are negligible. There are various drawbacks are available with this method, that is it gives variable output, unreliable because of uncertainty about wind pressure, and power generated is quite small. The next source is the water. When water is stored at a suitable place, it possesses some potential energy because of the head created, because of the height, that is because of the difference between the two areas. The water flowing from one area to the another with the high potential energy provides the input to the turbine. This water energy can be converted into mechanical energy with the help of water turbines. The water turbine drives the alternator which converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. As I already said that the water and the dam which helps to store the water, right? From the dam the water starts to flow with the help of the penstock and the spillways and all. The flow of water from the head of dam, it creates the high pressure, that is with a high potential energy it falls on the water turbine. Because of that the turbine blades gets rotated. This is the rotation is the mechanical energy which gives us input to the electrical generator. This method of generation of electrical energy has become very popular because it has low production and maintenance cost. The next fuel is the fuels. The next source is the fuels. The main source of energy fuels are namely solid fuel as coal and liquid fuel as oil and gas fuel as natural gas. The heat energy of these fuels is converted into mechanical energy by suitable prime movers such as steam engines, steam turbines, internal combustion engines, etc. The prime mover drives the alternator which helps to convert the mechanical energy into the electrical energy. Although the fuels continue to enjoy the place of chief source of the generation of electrical energy, yet their reserves are diminishing day by day. The source gets over day by day. In the future, it cannot be predicted that the fuels are available for continuous supply. Therefore, the present trend is to harness water power, which is more or less a permanent source of power. The last one is the nuclear energy. Towards the end of Second World War, it was discovered that large amount of heat energy is liberated by the fission of uranium and the other fissionable materials. It is estimated that the heat is produced by 1 kilogram of nuclear fuel is equal to the produced by 4,500 tons and tons of coal. Okay. Compare this, that is 1 kilogram of nuclear fuel which produces the heat is equals to the heat produced by 4500 tons of coal. So think that how much it is effective and powerful. The heat produced due to nuclear fission can be utilized to rise the steam. With the suitable arrangements, this steam can help to run the steam turbine by which the electrical generator that receives the input energy and it gives out the electrical output. However, there are some difficulties in the use of nuclear energy. The principal ones are high cost of the nuclear plant and it is not safe also. The problem of disposal of radioactive waste and dearth of trained personnel to handle the plant. So, still now we are discussing about the non-renewable energy. Yes, now we are going to discuss about the renewable energy sources, the other form of renewable energy sources, the energies which cannot be exhausted and can be used again and again is called as renewable energy sources. We can repeatedly use that energy, that is one is solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy, hydroelectric energy, biomass energy. Still some of the energies are available. That is which are renewable energy sources. The non-renewable energy sources means the energy sources which can be exhausted one day and it cannot be used repeatedly are called non-renewable energy resources. Coal, petroleum and natural gases. It can be used only once, otherwise it can be used one or two times. Anyhow it will be exhausted at one day. But comparatively, when we are comparing it with the renewable energy sources, the solar energy is not a exhausted one, right? Hope you understand the difference between the renewable and non-renewable energy sources. This is the difference. The renewable energy sources, it can be used again and again throughout its life. It can be used again and again, but one day it will be over, that is it will be exhausted. These are the energy resources which cannot be exhausted, it will be exhausted. And renewable energy sources has low carbon emission and environmental friendly. It has high carbonation and hence it is not a environmental friendly one. It presents in unlimited quantity, it presents in limited quantity. The cost is very low for RES, that is renewable energy sources, and it is very high for non-renewable energy sources. Renewable energy sources are pollution free, it gives out the pollution. Life of resources infinite and it is finite and vanishes one day. It has high maintenance cost, but in case of non-renewable energy resources it has low maintenance cost. Large land area is required for the installation of the power plants which related with renewable energy sources, but not in case of non-renewable energy sources. So the examples are already discussed. So hope you understand about the renewable and non-renewable energy sources. Thank you all.